Hey everybody, how's it going? I am here at the Bakersfield National Cemetery, and I've been wanting to do a piece on this for quite some time, and I was on my way back down from Tehachapi and thought, hey, let's take advantage of a little free time and a little good weather, do this before it gets hot. But the Bakersfield National Cemetery was established in 2008 under President George W. Bush. And it is in a location called the White Wolf Valley. You can see back there, that is Bear Mountain behind me. You've seen Bear Mountain in many of my train videos, but this is situated right at the foot of the mountain. And that behind me there is called White Wolf Valley. Highway 58 is right back there over our shoulder. But it's a beautiful place in its own right, and it is a place of honor. And I am always down with these places of honor that honor our veterans, because that is a big deal to me. I'm not a vet, I never served, and I think that for me even gives me a greater appreciation of them, because they're the ones that defended the life I chose to live, and they asked for nothing in return. The plaque of the Veterans Affairs back behind me on that little wall. This is the same type of cemetery as Arlington, and as you can see, it's not lush, it's not as green as Arlington, because, well, Arlington has a lot of rain and a lot of rivers and a lot of water, and that's not the case here. So as you can see, it's a kind of a deserty environment. We'll flip this thing around and you get a better shot of it, but it doesn't matter. It is a place of honor, and it is well kept and well cared for, and I recommend everyone who's in this area come by and check it out. I only know 2 people who are buried here. There are probably some that I'm not aware of that I know, but one of them is a father of a friend, and I actually didn't know him. But another one is our family friend, Virgil Simpson. Very, very good friend. And we'll check out their headstones when we get down there. All right, well, as you can see, this place hasn't been here that long, so it's not nearly the size of Arlington. And I mentioned up there that this is the same type of cemetery as Arlington. You have to have been a vet to be buried here, and the spouses of vets can also be buried here. Our friend Virgil is buried in that section right there, and Robin's dad John is buried in that far section over there. They're doing some work here, getting ready to expand. They have built a couple of new roads that they're not open yet, but you can see there that they're getting this area, one over there, this one over on the other side of the truck, getting a few areas ready to start expanding, and I think that's great. All right, you can see the entrance up there where we were a while ago. I've driven down to the administration building. I don't know if you can pick that up. They're playing taps. They're having a service here. They just did the 21 gun salute. I wish I would have got that on here. But they are having a service down there. That is where they had the service for our good family friend Virgil Simpson a few years ago, and he passed away. Virgil was a veteran of the United States Navy. And whenever they're having a service here, the big flag on the hill there will be at half-mast. As I mentioned, up at the gate, you can see that it's nice and pretty right now, green. The oaks are all green. Bear Mountain there in the background. It is March 15th. And in about a month, this will all start turning brown, and by the summer, it'll all just be brown. And not that that's ugly, but it sure is a lot prettier when it's green. You can actually see the mountains over there starting to turn brown already. They get a little bit more sunshine on them than this side of these mountains. There is the dedication plaque. You can see, dedicated December 7th, 2008. All right, this is the grave of John H. Boutwell. I didn't know John personally, but I grew up with his daughter, Robin. We're still very good friends. She lives up in Washington now. But John was a vet of the Air Force. And his wife, Kathleen, who I met a few times when I was younger, but I can't really say I knew her very well. I only met her a couple times when I was in high school. All right, this is the grave of Virgil Simpson. He was a very close friend of the family. I knew him since I was a little boy. He's a Navy veteran. Virgil was one heck of a guy. His widow, Carla, I've known even longer, and known Carla most of my life. Her children and she and her children are still very good friends. Just attended Carla's 80th birthday recently, and at some point she will be joining him here. All right, Virgil, miss you, buddy. All right, down here towards the back of the complex, a place of honor for those who served with honor, you bet. And they also have ash crypts here. I guess that's what they're called. I don't want to be disrespectful by misrepresenting them, so if I am mistaken, please let me know in the comments below. And then they have another building of them up there. Alright. Just shooting, looking out across the cemetery. I had to ask 3 different people if it was okay if I came up here and shot off the beaten path. It's a place of honor, but the bureaucracy of the federal government remains. I just thought looks really cool from up here. Plaque with the Gettysburg Address on it. Cool. They are getting ready to do another ceremony here. But, down there is called the Committal Shelter. They have one here and one over on the other side, and so they do the services, keep people out of the weather, whether it's raining, which it doesn't do much around here, whether it's hot and sunny, which it is a lot around here. POW MIA flag. Honorary plaque for the Seabees, the Naval Engineer Corps. And scattered throughout the cemetery are other memorials to different parts of services. Blue Star Memorial sign. Come up a little higher. You can't see the whole cemetery from here. Sections over there where John and Virgil are. All right. The commemorative plaques of each of the branches, the Army, the Marines, the Navy, Air Force, and Coast Guard. A really lovely setting here. That really looks cool. All right, well, that'll wrap up my tour of the Bakersfield National Cemetery in White Wolf Valley, east of Bakersfield. I have such a great appreciation for our veterans and serving, people who are still serving. I'm a big fan of our armed forces and support them in every way I can. And I hope that everybody sees this as a part of my appreciation for the honor of having these people serve to defend my freedom. If you're ever in the area, I recommend you come by and check this place out. It's very cool, as you can see. One thing I will say is that this being a complete wildlife area, that from about this time of year, mid-March, until around the beginning of November, as I said, a lot of wildlife around here, and that includes rattlesnakes. So if you come out here, make sure you're paying close attention to where you're walking. Well, I hope you enjoyed the tour, and I hope that sound comes out on here. They just did a 21 gun salute. They're having services back to back out here today. I've seen quite a few people out here, and those vets deserve that salute. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, and I'm not going to do any calls to check out my channel or anything. I just hope everyone enjoyed that. I hope everyone who watches this appreciates the sacrifice our military personnel have given, and that everyone honor them appropriately. All right, we'll see you all later.